Okay, it's time for, this is gonna be a balance blend kind of session. It's not gonna be a long one, but I wanted to bring this to you. Hopefully this is gonna be nice and relaxing. Oh, the trees behind me, the sound of the leaves. I hope you get a chance to move outside. It's so important for your well-being. Speaking of moving, let's jump right into it. Here we go. All right, let's open up the body a little bit. Oh, by letting the joints go. Hey, oh, hey, oh. A little bit of ululation. Move the face, roll the wrist and fingers. Let the toes spread as you open up the body. We're just gonna do a nice big circles, lengthening through. Take it around the other direction. When I say lengthening through, push through the shoulders. Push through the hips. Just warming things up, and let's bring it side to side. Find that length in the hips, in your legs. Good. And now let's just move side to side. Bring the legs in a little closer. Oh. Come up a little bit. We're going to take it side to side. Just push through the hips right there. Yep. And let the head go. It's just soft. You're rocking through the spine. Let's bring weight down into that right hand. Push off. Weight down to the left. Push off. Oh. And let's walk the hands over, both hands. Push off, push off, push off. Oh. Good, and from here we're gonna go right into let's go fly a kite. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Bringing those arms up. We're gonna go right into rolling through those hips. Oh. Take it around the other direction. This is hula hooping. Moving the face. Oh. Good. And let's go ahead and windmill. And bring it back. Oh, yeah. Now, as you can see, my feet and ankles are involved in this move. The knees even. Oh, good. And now, side to side. Let's push the hands out and twist through the spine, sinking into a modified lunge on each side. Good. All right, hands are coming up. Slight squeeze of those glutes. Lengthening through the core. I'm gonna bring this camera up just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Deep breath. Bringing those arms back. We're going to go into shake and bake first, bringing the head back. Fine, lengthen that spine. And a little bit of a pulse. Oh. And reach for the sky. Good. We're going to go right into oblique crunches. Our goal in a good workout is to warm up and use every muscle in your body, all 620. That's an eccentrics principle. If we can get all of those muscles engaged, not just working a few muscle groups with some really one-dimensional movement or two-dimensional movement. I guess one-dimensional movement is no movement. But we want 3D. We want the spiral. 3, 2, and 1. My feet are coming down super soft, not a whisper of sound, because I'm lowering from my core, using my hip flexor to gently lower down to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoot those arms up again and unwind the hands just like I did. I want you to curl them in and unwind them up. Reach for the sky, nice and slow. Really turning on all those finger muscles, spread them wide, and now a little wider. Wider, good, now squeeze together. Lengthen through the shoulders, push the head back, move the face. Spread the fingers wide, now a little wider. Good, and now we're gonna plateau those hands, tabletop, point the fingers out, bring them in, lengthen through the elbows, even deeper right here. And now turn the hands over, open wide, bring them in, lengthen through those arms, let the arms go, shaking it out, and hip hop, crisscross. It's amazing how, one movement kind of usually leads to the other. You just keep playing with it. And I hope you take these movements into your life and just try different moves. Feel what your body can do. Let's roll those hips again. Take it around as far as you can, opening wide. And here we go. We're getting ready to go into the around the world. Arms are up, squeeze the glutes, push for the sky. We're gonna sit down in that chair, and come down and around. Coming back up, press through the heels, squeeze the glutes, unwinding that spine, and reach. Coming down. And down. Taking it slow. Right here, we're gonna bring the arms down to the sides. Really slow mo. So you're reaching as long as you can and pull down to the sides. Ooh. Good, and now press out, coming into mushroom. A little bit of pulse now in the hips. I'm pushing down. I'm gonna go ahead, and with that movement, I've got 3 movements going. I'm bringing the hips forwards and back. I'm pulsing down, and I'm swimming with the arms. And now bring in the breath. Alkalinizing the blood. Good. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and just lift up, push through those toes, lengthening through that ankle all the way up. And now other side. Do a little roll in here, other side. Let's get that roll in there. And lift up here just a little higher. Good. All right, here we are, primitive chair. It's a great way to sit, curl the tailbone under, pull the head forwards. Bringing the head back up, move the face, roll the wrist and fingers. And now press those hands out. Lengthening through the shoulder. And let's chop some wood. Just coming up and down. Make it as big as you can. See if you can bring it underneath the hips. And switch. And let's come on up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, push. The quads should be feeling alive. Let's do the jumbo jiggy. Shaking it out. Bring in the horse lips. Good. All right, we're going to push the shoulders up to the ears. Weight shifting from heel to heel. And the weeble wobble neck. Just push, alternating from side to side, letting the head come back. And release. All right, before we go into any more of our standing and leaning forwards work that really we kind of pull together, and I can't speak English, I'm going to stop. But that set that we usually do, let's lengthen through the spine. Push those arms out. I want you to grab right here. Actually grab right here, and we're going to turn this into steering wheel. Push the hips, lengthening through the side body. And get the ribs really engaged by twisting through that torso. We've got to unglue things, guys. We work hard with our bodies. You may do a lot of physical stuff in your life. We've got to unglue it with movement. And we're going to go into our S curve swan dive. Oh, good job. That feels so good. All right, before we move into that arm exercise, we're gonna go ahead and lengthen. Actually, no, I don't wanna do that one yet. Oh, there's one that I wanna do. It's at the tip of my tongue. We're just gonna go here, invert the hands, and we're pulsing. Sometimes you don't need to know my inner thought patterns. They can be confusing sometimes. Has that ever happened to you? You speak and you're like, why did I say that out loud? I didn't need to know that. All right, no one needs to know my process, except for my counselor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Shaking it out. All right, I know what I wanted to do. We're gonna get jiggy with it. So shake it out just a little bit. Get ready to squeeze those glutes. We're lengthening through the core. Turn on those shoulder muscles. Turn on the neck. Okay, squeezing from there, and then shiver your timbers. It's a little bit of a vibration coming out of the legs. Bring it into the arms. It comes from the shoulders. Bring it into the fingers. Turn on the core. You're bringing a lot of breath in. Make that head shake. Feel like you're turning into the Incredible Hulk. And release. Good job. Okay, another little bounce here. Take off any stress that you just put in, but what you did, turning on all those muscles, is really doing amazing work for your core, for your whole body. Everything's warm. Everything's good to go. All right, so arms are coming out. Invert those hands, bring it around. We're gonna do this again. Lengthen through the arms, chin to chest, shifting weight from heel to heel, and we are pulsing. I'm lifting my feet on each side as I switch, and I'm squeezing the toes. Bringing the head back, move the face. 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job. Time to grab some water. I think we're gonna head down to the floor here, to the ground, whichever one you've got. Water's so good. All right, little camera change here, change of scenery, and here we go. Oh, wow, I think I need to pull back just a little bit so you got a little more room. And I'll bring this up a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's start with the feet. I've got my toes under, and I'm gonna go ahead and just rock weight forwards into those bent toes, and now let's roll it. Taking it around the other, coming to the other direction, we're gonna press down, and we're gonna roll. Good, bringing the feet together, and let's go ahead and bring those elbows down the mid adductors here. Rolling forwards, and pull the nose down to the toes, squeezing those toes together. Oh, moving the face. Good. And let's go right into rocking and rolling with the feet together. So when we come forwards, we're going to try to bring the nose down to the toes. This is a slow move. Pushing back. Okay, and hold right here. Coming down, I want a little bit of a pulse. It doesn't matter where you are in this stretch. Even if you're up here, pulse forwards and try to curl the head downwards. And take your thumbs on the instep of the foot, starting at the heel, and do circles all the way, moving up into the ball of the foot, into that big toe, and pull the toe just gently. Good. And now coming up the center of the foot, same thing. Just work those toes. And now coming straight, we're gonna bring the palms on top of those toes if you can reach it. If you can't, then have a strap handy. You're gonna pull with the strap. You're gonna press into the strap, okay? My hands are being the strap for me. Okay, here we go. We're gonna press out into that strap or into the hands. A little bit of a pulse, and now pull back in and sink that torso. We are pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Push out into that strap. Oh, stretching through those arms as well. You can get that stretch with the strap as well. Oh, and press and pull. Good. Roll the ankles as you continue to do a bigger pulse. Take it around the other direction. Good. Now I want you to take your hands, if you can reach. If you can't reach, just pull the foot in. And what we're doing is we're going to work. There's a tendon right here. It's kind of in between or right below the second toe. I want you to work that tendon just by pressing in, doing little circles there. Good. Creating some length. And now we're going to wring out the foot. You can do that from a stretching position, or you can pull it in. Working the bottom of the foot. Good. We're going to switch to the other side. All right, here we go. I'm working that tendon first that's right below the second toe. Then that gets tight and shortens. That can cause plantar fasciitis, which is no fun. So you want to keep this loose. Now I'm working the whole bottom of the foot, and now I'm going to go ahead and wring out the towel. I'm pulling one hand towards me, so I'm getting a little twist in the foot, especially around the toes. Get it moving, get as much movement as you can. Now we're going to go right into rowing machine. And now circling all along the IT band into the outer calf. Oh, good. We're going to go right into rock and roll. And work those shin bones. On each side, working that soft tissue with your fingers as you rock and roll, as you open up the spine. And we're going to press into that coming up in a figure 4. So we're going to switch each time. And push wide, push forwards, and sink weight down over that ankle. So we're pushing, ooh, right there. Finding that length in the hip as you lunge forwards. It's like you're getting ready to step up, but you're just putting the weight and the energy into making this a nice dynamic stretch. Good. And we're going to go right into tilt to whirl. Take it around the other direction. And now press through the heels, pushing the pubic bone for the sky. Let's roll those shoulders under. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift a little higher. Deep breath. And lift. Breathing deep. And press. And deep breath. And lift. And we're going to pulse here. It's a tiny move. You're as high as you can get, you think. And then push just a little higher. And now we're going to take that into an oblong, kind of a hot dog shape. We're ovaling. We're not circling. We're ovaling. All right, and let's oval the other direction. Can you tell one of my hobbies is to make up new verbs? And lift, take a deep breath, press a little higher. Oh, good. And now on the scapulus, you're lifting the head. It's a little bit of a neck workout here. We're going to push forwards and back. It's really good work in the shoulders, really good work for the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Deep breath. Lift a little higher. One more time. Fill the belly with air. We're almost there. And push. Oh. Find space. Push through the belly. Bring in more air if you need it. Push through the top of the head with that breath. Push through the shoulders. Everything's working now. Everything's softening. Go ahead and release. Oh. Good. Oh. Let's roll the fingers in underneath the ribs while we butterfly the knees. In and out. Nice butterfly wings. Start at the lower extremity of the ribs here. Wrap those fingers around. Pull out with the fingers. Push in with the palms. Come up and in a little bit more. Pull out with the fingers. Push in with the palms. And right here, I want you to take your hands. You're underneath and you're moving them just like this along the diaphragm, and breathe deep into that. Let it poke your fingers out. Now exhale. Sink a little deeper and just follow the movement that you're doing with the legs. All right, and now hook in a different spot and pull out, push in, pulling out, moving forward, moving center, push in, moving into the sternum, right here, the breastbone, and I want you to do little circles all along the sternum and on the sides of the sternum where the ribs connect. Good. Let's come back up and give it an old college yell. Whoa! Remember that barbaric yelp from Dead Poets Society? Best part of the movie, in my opinion. It's good to let things out. So good. All right, here we go. Let's reach for the inner thighs, squeeze in those glutes, release the hands, and we are pulsing. Rolling the wrist and fingers, moving the face. And let's go ahead and windshield wiper through the wrists. And now we're going to twist. So it's a little bit of a bigger move. And now come to the twist and just pulse here. And get this arm up and over. So we got the arms. We're having to hold the arms. Neck is in neutral spine. Make the arms as long as you can. Bring them together, crisscross. Give yourself a hug. Oh, pull the head back. We're still pulsing. Okay, other direction. Oof. Reach through those shoulders. Make it as long as you can. Crisscross. And other arm is on top this time. And release. Oh, good. All right, we're gonna go back to rock and roll. And we're gonna come back, all the way back into plow. Oh, opening up that lower back. Oh yeah. And we're gonna drop the hips. Oh, groaning is so good. All right, bring the bottoms of the feet together, pulling them towards the face. Take a deep breath. Exhaling. Now pull the shoulders down into the mat, pulling the feet down towards the pubic bone and push the knees away. Okay, deep breath. Let's do that again. And pulling in. Oh, press the knees away. Oh, and lengthen the arms here. Here we go. Deep breath. And push the knees away, pull the feet in, bring the crown of the head to the mat, and push the chin for the sky. Ooh. Good. Oh. Bringing those feet together and up, over, straighten the legs as much as you can. I want you to feel a little shakiness here, if at all possible. Oh, and I think it's possible for anybody, because we changed the angle of the legs by bringing the bottoms of the feet together. Oh. Love in on that delicious stretch. Oh, good work. All right, we got one more set of abs. Let's work into our stretch routine. But first, a little agua. And gratitude. Go into gratitude on this next set. As many things as you can think of. And get past the things you always think of. Think of something new. One reason I love the book, 1,000 Gifts. The name of the author is escaping me. She's amazing, but it is just such a great book on gratitude. And I still haven't written down my 1,000 gifts yet. That's going to be a thing, because it is so important for our healing, for our ability to be in the world and to be whole, to have a really well cultivated skill of gratitude. All right, so before we go in, I want to do Kung Pao chicken wing. So this is going to be how we open up. It's going to be how we open up. I just got a low battery warning, so you know what that means for the workout. Abbreviated. It was going to be a 30-minute workout-ish anyway. Okay, here we go. Pressing up into the hand here. Press and release. Press the knee up into the hand and release. See how I'm going to a new spot? And from here, I'm going to press and release. Get that twist. You can even come up on the tiptoe on the other side, lifting through the hips, getting that full-on stretch. Okay, left hand's going to come around the outside, the outer part of the knee here, and we're going to first establish the stretch. So push the knee out into the hand. Move the head around here, opening up the neck, and pull in and press out and pull in and press out and pull in. Here we go. We're going to bring the knees up into the chest and press out and pull in. And before we do that again, I want you to just bring the knee in and drop. Really holding that in. Feel that opening in the hip flexor there. This is delicious work. All right, here we go. Pressing out. And when we press, you're working the glutes, every part of the hips, all this leg stuff's turning on, and now exhale, pull in and soften. Okay, good stuff. Here we go. Other side. We're going to twist up and over, opening up as far as we can, and lift those hips. There's a lot of different elements to pay attention to here, but they all affect the dynamism, the dynamics of the move. We can change angles subtly, and then it makes the move totally different. Okay, here we go. We're going to press up into that left hand, press the knee up, and push long and strong. Now from this new point, press up. The deep breath, and now open wider. Lift those hips, lengthen through the entire kinetic chain here. Press up and opening wide. And here we go. We're going to bring this hand to the outside of the knee. Press out and pull in. And press out and pull in. Oh, yeah. Press out and pull in. And bringing that knee up and over. Let's pull the knees into the chest. Take a deep breath and press and pull in. Now grabbing this time for your right. Your left hand's grabbing your right ankle and pull this down. Good. All right, now we're going to press again. Deep breath and pulling in. Good. Roll the head. Good. All right, flipper the feet, maraca the hands. The wrists cannot take as much work in this kind of move as the ankles can, but the ankles really need it. So I can't move my wrists as fast, and they need to be softer, but for the ankles, I'm sending so much blood down into those toes. Now we're gonna squeeze and release. Here we go. Squeeze the fingers, squeeze the toes. And coming right down, lengthening through that left leg. Right leg is up. Press the heel for the sky, pulling in. Finding that balance in the hips. We're gonna reach around the ankles and roll the thumbs around the ankles and squeeze up the back of the calves. And let's work the inner and outer thigh. Let's pull the foot into the chest. We're gonna finger press the base of that foot and rock that baby. Oh yeah. And bring it to different angles. Doesn't have to be the same every time. The body loves diversity in movement. You guys know the saying, movement's not meant to be a mantra, it's a mixtape. So lift and lower in figure 4. Good, and we're gonna reach up and above or through or in the middle. Wherever you grab it is fine, just grab it. We're taking a deep breath and we're pulling in. Oh, melt the hips, melt the shoulders. Oh, softening. Oh, melt that whole backside. Good. And let's roll the ankles. Good. Let's do a few. I always forget what these are called. Let's call them fold-ups for the lack of a better term. Good, let's switch right into the other side. Left leg is up, right leg is extended, resting along the ground and lengthening here. We're gonna pull this leg in, straightening the knee, press the heel for the sky. There's a lot of internal work going on here. A lot of little muscles you gotta turn on to do that from deep within. Let's roll the thumbs around the ankles as we move the ankle, move the toes, and let's squeeze up that calf. And working those friction circles on the inner and outer thigh. Let's pull the foot into the chest. Finger pressing, working on those toes, waking up that foot, and we're rocking that baby. Let's find some different angles. And side to side is amazing too. Don't forget that one. Sometimes I do all these other angles and forget the original, the OG move. All right, here we go. Right leg is up, left leg is extended, and we are working that hammock. Move the face, push the head back. Use the muscles in the back of the neck to pull it back. Find length in that neck as well. Releasing those hands, and we're getting ready to go. We're pulsing. Rolling the wrist and fingers. And twist that leg over. We're gonna go right into awesome octopus. It really takes another person in class to make the octopus. Obviously, I only have 4 limbs. Being an octopus is a team sport for humans. Okay, here we go. Let's go right into the other side. We're going into hammock. Oh, let the shoulders drop, pull the scapula apart, move the face, push the back of the head back, pull the back of the head towards the ground using the back of the neck. Here we go, releasing those hands. Your neck should feel really invigorated. We just squeezed all those muscles and sent blood to warm, lengthen, and soften those muscles. So now holding a neutral spine, or you can come here. You can also modify with the bent knee, and we're pulsing. Rolling the wrist and fingers. Actually, let's go right into windshield wiper, working these joints because they love it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to go right into closure. So bring the bottoms of your feet together, and I want you to be here. We're opening with the hips. Usually we do flutterbys. These are flutterbys. These are going to be hip twisties because they're small. Okay, so we have to make the name sound cute. Okay, let's bring the fingers to the base of the eyebrows, and we're going to push from the bottom, just pushing the eyebrows straight up to the sky. And right underneath again. And now push the eyebrows into the fingers. So you're pushing down with the eyebrows, and now do little circles over the eyebrows, and finger pads are going to continue with those circles up the forehead. And now flutterbys with the hips all the way up into the top of the head, and let's grab at the roots of the hair. Gentle circular hair pulling all over the scalp. We didn't do a lot of neck work in this session, so we're going to work some neck work right now. So go ahead, and we're going to start at the center of the neck and pull out as you bring chin to chest, and then drop the head. And now circles at the occipital ridge. Good. And now bring the feet upright and do big butterfly wings. Let's do second and 2 fingers in front of them, 2 fingers behind the ears as we rake up and down. Pull down on the earlobe, rub it all around. Pull down on the back of the ear, rub it all around. Pull up on the top of the ear, stretch that left hand out, palm down, fingers wide. And we're gonna bring the hand behind the head. So we're gonna bring chin to chest, drop into the hand as you massage and open up the back of the neck. Now fingers are gonna be on the left side of the neck, and I'm gonna slowly drop the head as I rake through the sides of the neck down into the pectorals. Oh, good work. All right, here we go. Right hand is open, stretching, lengthening, and we're gonna go into the drop and drool. Oh yeah. Bring some breath in. Oh yeah. And let's rake along the sides. Oh, and let it drop, raking all the way down into the other side. Oh, that's so good. Stretch those legs out. Let's go to flip-flop feet, flopping from side to side, and let's press up into that eye bone, the upper eye bone with the thumbs, walking all the way around, pressing in on every point. We're gonna rake up and down the nose and press into the nose ridge bone, pressing up and moving all along. And now we're gonna take the slide and glide with the thumbs out into the cheekbones, followed by the palms. We're palm circling the upper jaw up into the temples and up and over the eyes. We're gonna press down and now circling as we go into vertical chi balancer, into the lower jaw. Second and third fingers are coming to the base of the eye bone, press down and move right next to the nose and move out towards the ears. Oh, great sinus work. And let's raindrop the face. The raindrops keep falling on my head. And now thumbs to the chin, press up, and we're gonna circle all along the lower jaw. Good. Oh, release the hands, pull the knees into the chest. And let's go right into the chi balancer. Rocking those hips. All right, stop the hips, let everything else come to still point on its own. Oh boy, feel that energy shift. Go to gratitude, go to those golden moments. We're gonna take a deep breath and hold. Slowly and gently melt the body, the air seeping out, no force, no push, no sound, just melting and puddling. Feeling the weightiness of it. Good. I just said the word puddling, and I do need to pee, so if you need to do that again, feel free to, but I can't. I will lose it. Let's roll the wrists and fingers, ankles and toes, move the face. Turn on that pelvic floor and undulate that spine. Think of something else that you're grateful for. And let's take a gentle inhale. Moving your body around as it feels good. Open your eyes when you're ready. Another thing that you can do is go into and set a timer for 3, 4, 5 minutes after this movement to just let your body completely melt. Just find a quiet spot. Outside is best. Set a timer. After this movement, the stillness feels so good. It's a total reset. It's like taking an hour-long power nap in just a few minutes. So I'd like to challenge you to try that. Also, while I was laying there thinking of what I was grateful for, it always so often comes down to people. People who are in my life. We're not alone. That's what we're made for. So go out, take the energy you just created, and connect with somebody. Make their day. You know, maybe pray about who is coming to mind and just connect. Multiply love into the world, y'all. That's what we're about. All right, I love you, and I will look forward to moving with you soon.